Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Star Wars Conquest Let's Play. So in today's episode, I figured we'd do a little bit of... I don't know if empire building is the right word, because we are not an empire, but I guess faction building? I'm not sure. Republic building? We're not really a republic either. We are, of course, I'm not sure what our government structure looks like, to be honest. I assume that like the new Jedi Council sort of like ruled over the populace. Maybe there's like a Jedi Council and then like a republic sort of underneath that, and so the Jedi Council actually does influence the government a bit, but it still is a republic, unlike in, you know, the old republic where the Jedi and the government were separate. But I don't know. I haven't really planned out our government structure here, but we do have a lot of money, and as I was mentioning in the last episode, no real direct upgrades for ourselves to spend it on, other than of course upgrading our ship slightly. But we have a lot of money. We're making a ton of money, and so I think it would be smart to start investing it into some of our planets. And as it stands now, we actually only have one Jedi Temple. It is on Almania, with a second nearly finished in Barab 1. So, some of these more isolated planets here might be good places to build more Jedi Temples. And obviously, the more of them we have, the more Jedi we can recruit. And then, of course, if we build upgrades on other planets that will, you know, earn us more money, then we'll have even more money to throw more upgrades. So it makes sense. We've been doing a lot of conquesting lately, so I figured it'd be a nice time to take a break from that. And before we get started, speaking of taking breaks, I did want to run an idea past you guys that maybe we should look at calling an end to like the first season. We could call like whatever episode we decide to take a break on. That would be the last of season 1. Take a little bit of a reprieve from Star Wars Conquest and then come back to it at a later date, because I've noticed that the viewership for the Star Wars Conquest videos has fallen off slightly. It still does really well, but it used to be probably my most popular series, and it is definitely taking a back seat to some of the other series I have going on at the moment. And so I don't know where you guys sort of stand on that or how you feel about it, but I certainly have plenty of other ideas for series that we could take a look at. I don't know why I'm trying to recruit from here. But yeah, so that is an option. If you guys are interested in that, we could, you know, take a break and come back. In the meantime, we would play some other warband mods. Mods that would actually allow me to do things like we're doing in Warstar Conquest, where I can incorporate more of your characters into the playthrough and have more of a inclusive storyline, rather than sort of what this turned into because of the nature of this mod, where I can't really do much more with it. So that is an option I'd like to put out there, but again, it's entirely up to you guys. I'm not gonna decide that one for you. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. And so with that, let's sort of jump into this. Don't forget to hit the like button if you are enjoying this series, or you just want to see more Warband in general. And then don't forget to subscribe as well. It's the best way to help the channel grow and the best way to follow along with this playthrough as it continues, or, you know, whatever you guys decide. You know, lots of other Warband playthroughs going on. But let's hop on over to Siskeen. I think that would be a nice place to maybe throw down another temple. Not quite as isolated as Barab here, but I mean, we thought Almania was isolated and it got looted, so, you know, what do I know? But yeah, Siskeen looks like a good spot. Lamared might be a good one too. So let's jump over here. What is going on there? You know what? Actually, those are incinerators. Those guys are pretty brutal. But somebody had mentioned going on like a crusade against all the big deserter armies that are running around. And I think that would be really fun, because there are some massive ones, like well over 200 units in the army, some of them even 3, and they've got that many prisoners around with them too. So that is something I think would be a lot of fun. This would be a nice little start to that. Obviously, we would probably conquer the galaxy before we jumped into that entirely, but let's go ahead and help out this merchant convoy, and then we can raid the merchant convoy. I actually don't even have an option to do anything else, so yeah, we'll rush to the aid of the merchants. We'll defeat these deserters, and then since we are at war with the Empire, we'll probably attack the merchants as well and see what they've got. Actually, I don't feel like losing honor. Maybe I'll just leave them alone. I have enough loot. Okay. Oh. Camino. My favorite. My favorite shooting gallery. Apparently I can't hit anything. We've already lost a couple. Actually, no, that battle droid wasn't mine. As far as I know, anyways, I didn't think I had a battle droid. Why aren't you shooting? Start shooting. Whatever. We've nearly dealt with them. A couple sentries got killed. Those aren't mine either. I know I don't have sentries. Or maybe I do. I think we did take some on, but I could have sworn I left them in a garrison. But I could be remembering that wrong. Okay, I'm out of force powers. Let's get moving now. Don't you push me off. Oh, we did lose a heavy, though. That was more than likely mine. One of our militia recruits was killed as well, but that's not a big deal. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Go, go, go. Stop blocking this. There's like one guy left, and these guys are all going to get log jammed on here. Okay, there we go. So 2 died. Really not that big a deal. There are 0 left. You guys attack without me. And we should be able to grab a couple of these to fill in. So yeah, I didn't think I had any sentries. I'll take some battle droids, I guess. I do like the battle droids. Put them up toward the top of our list. And I get the feeling these guys are probably worth a lot more than some of the other junk I have in here. So let's make some room. Definitely get rid of those guys. Let's see, Imperial Pilot, Hut Marksman. That leaves 20 slots, so I guess I'll fill the rest in with those. And those blasters are probably fairly valuable, so we'll grab them. These batons, however, are not, so we'll leave them behind. Actually, that one is. Okay, and then that can go. Those can go. And that should do it. So we should probably go sell this stuff. Right. So we'll abandon the rest. And we were trying to go build something on Siskine. Once we're done with that, we'll head to Camino and sell off all this extra stuff. So, what do we want to do here? Let's manage this planet. And we'll build a force-sensitive temple. Let's see. 27 days, 5,200 credits. Not too bad. And then actually what we'll do is we'll head to Gamor, because I want to start heading north and sell our stuff there. And then I want to make our way to Barab and see when the Jedi Temple is going to be finished there, because it should be done fairly soon if it's not already. I think it would tell me, though. I don't remember if it told me last time when it was complete. Okay, so they should have plenty of space for all this stuff. Don't know if they'll have enough credits. Let's see, what can we build here? A prison tower or comms center? I've already got a prison tower building somewhere. I honestly don't remember where I put it, but there is a prison tower being built somewhere. Comm center doesn't seem like something that critical. I'm thinking I either built it on Felucia or Nal Hutta. I think it was Felucia, because it was a while ago. Although it could have been Salukami. I'll have to go look, but we're headed north anyway, so let's head up to Barab, and we will see if our Jedi Temple is done there. Oh, okay. Come on. You can do it. Let's see. 8 more days. Wow. I thought it was closer than that, but okay. So about a week. And from there, let us head to... let's go to Kessel. I feel like Kessel would be a good place for a prison tower, because Kessel's not a planet. It's like a... I don't know how to describe it. Sort of like an asteroid belt type thing. God, look at these deserters. 380 and 323. And the nice thing is I can pay them off, but the other factions can't, as far as I know. So, gotta love game mechanics when they work for you. Let's see. Apparently I can't build a prison tower here. I wonder why. It says it has no upgrades. That is interesting, though. Oh well. Oh well. Let's go to Salukami. We'll see if there's anything built there. And then we'll head to Volusia from there. I would like to stop off at one of these shipyards so that we can upgrade our ship. Let's see. Oh, I definitely didn't build it here then. It's got to be Volusia. So up we go. We'll see if it's done. There's a good chance that it's not done. So let's see. Manage. You know what? I think I did build one here and at Kessel, and it's just not showing it. Because that's the only reason I can think of as to why it's not showing the option. How much is a comm center? You know what? That's not bad. Go for it. So let's see. I'm going to dump all of my named prisoners here, because I obviously can't sell them. Although I have a lot less than I did before. We had basically the entirety of the Hutt faction in our prisoner bay at one point, but yeah, it's all like stormtroopers now. Okay, so there's that. You know what? Let's swing by the cantina and see if there's a ransom broker here. Otherwise, we'll just hit the one at the shipyard. Got farmers. Let me guess, you're being attacked. No, you won't work. Well, I can't help you there. I only take trained soldiers. I'm not seeing a ransom broker around. Been a long time since we've been into cantina, I feel like. Force sensitive merchant, colonist, oh well. Okay, so let's head back to the capital. It's been a while. And we'll see if we can afford some upgrades here. So first things first, we'll visit the merchants. Gonna sell off all these prisoners. I wish you could sell them in bulk like you can in most other mods, but you got to do them individually here. At least by type. I can't just do like sell all my prisoners, but I can, you know, control click these options at least. So how much are these guys worth? 120. Not bad. Not bad. We do have some upgrades, but I can't do those in this screen. Let's go to the bank. We have 74, almost 75,000 credits. We're earning 8% interest on that, and then we have all of our income from our various holdings as well. So we are raking in the dough. Let's go to the shipyard, and we'll upgrade our ship. And if I need to withdraw some money, I'll do that. So let's see. The drive is probably going to be a good investment because that will allow us to go faster. The medical bay, I'm not sure what that exactly does, because obviously we can heal ourselves, so maybe it just heals us faster. I don't know that that really matters because the game is effectively paused while you're doing it, so it's just a matter of me, you know, spending an extra couple seconds standing there, which I don't know that I want to spend in-game money on. I don't really care. But I will throw 2 upgrades into the drive because that seems like a pretty good idea. And then the scanners, probably a good investment as well. Let's max those out. prisoner capacity, probably a good idea. And then combat computer, I have no idea what that does. I would assume it probably just gives you like a passive boost to your tactics, like your party tactics skill. But I don't know. And I don't really... I mean, let's buy one and then we'll go to the bank and withdraw enough money to get us to a decent amount. That was, what, 6? Let's go 7, 8, 9, 10. That should give me a decent amount to run around with. My petty cash fund, yeah, it gives me 13. Actually, that's more than I wanted to withdraw, but that's fine. Raxus, what do we got at Raxus? This is technically the capital, but in this mod, that means nothing. So, I'm curious, is anybody like sitting here in the main hall waiting to talk to me? Just the one lord who was garrisoned here. But he's not going to really do anything. Have we even met you? Apparently we have. Okay, that's good. I'm going to end our campaign, actually, so that they go back on defense. But yeah, that's about all I can do here. It's like we're in the freaking Riddler's office. Let's see. I think a comm center here would be a good idea as well. It is technically the capital after all, but again, that doesn't mean anything. But I guess, you know, that would allow me to know when people are, you know, heading toward Almania or whatever. Almania to me is a little bit more critical than Raxus Prime is. There's actually a lot of prisoners here. I'm going to take some of them and go sell them. I feel like that is a good idea. Ooh, and look at that. We can carry 40 now. We won't be able to take all these guys, but we'll be able to take a good chunk of them. Oh, no. Yeah, we can. Never mind. I don't know why I was thinking I couldn't take them all. Right. Can I upgrade you guys in here? I can. Good. Give me assassin droids, yeah. They just have bigger guns, which, I mean, I'm all for that. Warrior Master, let's get you up toward the top of the list. Actually, right there is where you should be. Okay. Back to the shipyards. We'll sell the rest of these guys off, and then we'll have to figure out what else we want to build. You guys have been asking me to do like droid foundries and stuff. I kind of wanted to stay more toward the... We're not using clones, but we're using humans and clone armor. And I kind of wanted that to be my main force, with the swarms of Jedi obviously supplementing that. But maybe we can build like a single droid foundry to occasionally incorporate some droids. So yeah, let's sell these guys off, and this is going to take a little bit longer because they're all 1s and 2s. But no point in keeping all these guys around. Named characters, obviously, you want to hang on to until you can ransom them, but these guys, they're not doing anybody any good, you know, sitting in my planet's garrison. So that one's all cleared out. I assume that Felucia's probably got a big lump of prisoners as well, but I don't know that I really care about that. So let's go to Ziost, and we'll see about what other options we have of building there. Christophsis battle stations have been besieged. Well, we gotta head over there. How far are we? Oh, income. So how much are we making per week? 18,000 credits in tariffs and rents. And that is not including the interest that we're earning on the stuff already in the bank, which is going to also add 8% off of what this added, so that's even better. How far are we from Christophsis? Pretty far. I think we'll have to jump here because I don't think we'll get there in time if we go the normal way. So here we go. Alright, so we jumped into kind of a mess here. Looks like there's a couple Imperial officers around. This guy's a Grand Admiral, apparently, and he does outnumber us. So that'll be fun. I wonder if these patrol fleets will join in on this fight. I imagine probably not. One thing also to consider is that we should probably build a warning station or a comm center at Christophsis, because it is the furthest west of any of our planets, and so it'd be nice to have advanced warning, especially since this little area here seems to get hit the hardest by the Imperials. So let's deal with these guys and then we'll maybe consider that. Alright, so they are going to have a lot of troops to throw at me. Let's go ahead and challenge him. So 135 against 252. We'll fight this one on Christophsis. And I do not like this map, but you know, what are you going to do? So everybody hold there. Jedi come back here with me. Everybody stand a bit closer, maybe? Hopefully being masked up like that doesn't mean we just get utterly slaughtered when the enemy starts shooting. I should probably start getting some more sentries so I can get more assault troopers, because these guys do help balance out the Jedi. They have shields and pistols, where the Jedi are mostly a melee force. They do have swords too, obviously, on the back there. So they are pretty competent melee combat, but they do have the pistol as well. Not all of the Jedi have, like, you know, force powers like I do where they can shoot people. Some of them do, and some of them are pretty effective with it, but not all of them. Oh, look at you throwing shit back at me. Must be a Sith. Surprised he has Force Push, though. Sith Acolyte, yeah. It could have been Force Lightning. I think they look the same. The Force Lightning is just more purpley blue, and the Force Push is like white. But, you know, it could have been a Force Push. They can use either one as far as I know. Wow, that is a lot of stormtroopers. I'm going to start falling back here. Come on, take him out. Okay, I think we got this. That was pretty intimidating, though. Like, that giant mass of stormtroopers. Whew. Okay. No casualties on our part, though. And they lost a lot of guys. They still outnumber us pretty considerably, and this is going to take at least probably 3 more fights for us to win this. I really wish that this mod supported reinforcements on all the battles, because frankly this gets so tedious sometimes. Okay, so everybody set up as you were. Jedi come back here. And then everybody stand closer. Jedi, you can spread back out. No reason for you guys to be all bunched up. In fact, spread way out, because if I charge you in, I don't want you to be all bunched up. Wow, okay, apparently we took out the Grand Admiral already. And I don't think it was this guy. Nope. Definitely not him. That's just a pilot. We've got a lot of heavy troopers, don't we? There's an awful lot of them. And I don't think they're that good, to be honest. I almost prefer the regular soldier because their weapon is better. They're supposed to have like a scatter laser, but it doesn't work the way it should. And so I think the, this is like a DC-15, I think is the designation for that blaster. That's the standard clone battle rifle, but it's pretty good. Pretty damn good. And I almost wish I had given the heavy troopers that, because they would probably make much better use of it than their current weapon. I don't know that the current weapon is working as intended. It's, again, supposed to be like a scatter laser. It's supposed to have like rapid fire. Its shooting speed is like one of the highest, but it doesn't shoot that fast. It shoots about the same rate as everything else, which is disappointing. Hey. Jeez, they almost took me out there. I gotta be careful. I only got 1 wound left. I'm hoping to save it for like an epic duel or something, but honestly, if, you know, we've seen what Vader can put up, and that's not very impressive, so I don't know if anybody will be able to take me out one-on-one. Maybe Palpatine? I honestly don't know. So 116, this might take 3 more fights. I'm hoping not. But yeah, I really wish you could just have the enemy reinforce here and not have to fight the battle like 5 or 6 times for larger armies. In siege situations and stuff, the reinforcements do work, but for some reason on regular field battles they don't, and it's pretty disappointing. Let's see, Jedi, you guys can spread back out. In fact, let's go one more than that even. How did you guys not hit them? Oh, well, I guess I didn't do any better, did I? Really? You clowns. Like, if every single one of you shot straight ahead, there would be nowhere for the enemy to stand where they wouldn't get hit. But somehow you guys managed to mess that up. Let's see. How high do I need to aim? Apparently that high. Nice, got a headshot. What is my current force power at? It's like 325 or something ridiculous. It's like literally my one-handed skill and my force power skill has gotten so far beyond the point where I can level it up through Weapon Master that I've just given up on it. Like I may as well level it up through combat because I would have to be like level 100 to get my Weapon Master skill high enough to do it that way. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see, did that take a significant chunk out? No. See, the other problem here is they spawn less and less as you diminish their army, and so it takes even longer and longer and longer because they've got a smaller proportion of, you know, guys on the field. So yeah, it's going to take 2 more from this point. I guess we'll do 1 more on Christophsis, and then the last one, they should have few enough troops where we can fight on the ship. But yeah, you know what, we'll fight both of them on the ship because they're going to spawn like at most 40 guys in this one, if not less than that. So we should outnumber them pretty considerably. Yeah, we'll just get right at it. I am going to jump in here, but I should be very careful. Oh, I already got clipped. Go Jedi, go. What's wrong? You trying to run away? I'm not gonna let these guys fire at anybody. Oh, how did that not kill him? I hate when you swing through people like that and it counts as like bouncing off of them or something to hit your arm or whatever. Ouch. Oh, I clipped him. Right across the head. Oh, he lost the Jedi Guardian. Really? It's always frustrating when your super high tier melee troops get killed by like Imperial scouts is what that one lost to. Oh, somebody's hiding. We got him, okay. So let's see. 2 dead, a commando, not a big deal, and a Jedi Guardian, kind of a big deal. Oh, that was everybody. Okay, cool. We'll take him prisoner. I'll take him prisoner as well. And we'll take all these guys prisoner. Let's see. Veteran stormtroopers will obviously go first. Officers as well. Marksman, probably a good idea. And then we'll go stormtroopers for the rest. And army troopers. Some marksmen there. Commandos. A sage master and a counselor. Okay. Anything in the item pool we might want? Oh, actually, yeah, this stuff is all good. So let's jump on over here and we will take care of a couple things. So first things first, let's go ahead and build the communications center here. Take a little over a week and cost us 1,500, which isn't bad. We'll probably make more than that just from selling this stuff right here. They're not going to have enough. Wow, you guys suck. Okay, he might be able to buy some. Alright, well, I think we've done just about everything we came here to do. I think we're going to call it an episode at this point. We are more or less, actually we are over time, so yeah, I will end it here. Let me know what you guys think about what I mentioned earlier. Again, If you think it might be nice to take a break, move on to something else, and come back to Star Wars Conquest later, since we have sort of, conquered a good portion of the map, we've dealt with one entire faction, and we're just sort of ramping up to deal with the Empire here. We've taken some stuff from them, but obviously there's still a lot to go, so it's not like we're halfway through anything. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I don't know exactly what I would replace this with. I do have a couple of ideas in mind. I've been, I wouldn't say working on, but I do have a, I'm completely blanking on the name of the mod. A Parabellum playthrough, sort of thought up. I was also thinking of doing maybe there's some pretty cool Greek warfare mods out there, one or two that I know of, and I think that would be a lot of fun to do. Because not a lot of people play those mods, at least from what I've seen. The Roman ones are pretty popular. A few of the other, like, Middle Ages mods are pretty popular. Obviously, this one's pretty popular, but not a lot of people playing the Greek ones, and I do love me some Greek history, so that's something I would consider as well. And so, yeah, let me know what you guys think about, obviously, taking a break, as well as my ideas. If you have other mod suggestions, feel free to throw them out there as well. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Star Wars Conquest with you, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.